Good kill.
The Israeli-Lebanese conflict, or South Lebanon conflict, was a series of military clashes involving Israel, Lebanon, Syria, and the Palestinian Liberation Organization, as well as various militias acting from within Lebanon. The Coastal Road Massacre occurred on the 11th of March 1978 and was an attack involving the hijacking of a bus on Israel's coastal highway, in which 38 Israeli civilians were killed and 71 were wounded. On the 14th of March 1978, just 3 days later, Israel launched Operation Litany. Operation Litany's objective was to push militant groups, particularly the PLO, away from the border with Israel, and to bolster Israel's ally at the same time, the South Lebanese Army. Due to the relentless militant shelling into northern Israel, the south area of the Litany River was invaded and occupied in a week-long offensive. The operation began with air, artillery, and naval bombardment, after which IDF infantry and armor forces comprising of 25,000 soldiers in total entered southern Lebanon. The Israelis first captured a belt of land approximately 10 kilometers deep by launching a ground attack on all PLO positions along the Lebanese border with Israel. Although the Israeli incursion was widely regarded as retaliation for the Coastal Road Massacre, Israeli spokesman on the 15th of March asserted that the operation was essentially a preventative action to eradicate guerrilla bases in the south of Lebanon and to establish a security zone 6 miles deep, thereby preventing further attacks on Israeli soil. Political situations such as these are the main initial factor that enabled Israel to become the world's first export customer for the McDonnell Douglas F-15 Eagle. The F-15 Eagle is an American twin-engine all-weather tactical fighter aircraft. The Eagle first flew in July of 1972 and entered service in 1976. It is among the most successful in modern fighters, with over 100 victories and no losses in aerial combat, with the majority of the kills by the Israeli Air Force. The Israeli Air Force was also the first country to take the F-15 and engage Soviet-manufactured fighters. The Israeli Air Force has always been a big proponent of versatility, and the Israeli F-15s were adopted to perform the air-to-ground mission years prior to the introduction of the multi-role F-15E Strike Eagle used by the United States Air Force in 1988. By the 27th of June 1979, Israel operated 27 F-15 Eagles, which they nicknamed the Baz. Just before noon on this day, 4 Syrian MiG-21s attempted to penetrate Israeli airspace. The Israeli radars detected the MiG-21s and immediately vectored 4 F-15s on a routine patrol onto the MiGs. When the Israeli F-15s committed onto the MiG-21s, they were able to acquire a very quick radar lock at an estimated distance of 25 to 30 miles. The Israeli F-15s were given almost immediate permission to fire on the intruding MiGs. The two flights of aircraft were flying head-on with each other. One of the pilots of the F-15 was Moshe Melnick. He launches one of his missiles, an AIM-7 Sparrow, and it misses the target at the last moment. At this point, the MiGs know things are serious, and they begin roaring towards the F-15s. Melnick locks up another MiG, and this time, instead of the Sparrow, he selects his Python 3, an Israeli-built heat seeker similar to the American Sidewinder. As soon as Melnick was in range, he fired the missile off the rail. This missile found its mark, impacting the MiG and causing a massive explosion. The shoot-down of the Syrian MiG-21 marks the first ever F-15 kill in a combat operation and is credited to the Israeli Air Force with an Israeli missile. The Israeli F-15s would go on to get a confirmed 61 kills with the F-15, making the F-15 Eagle or Baz one of the most prolific and dependable aircraft in the Israeli arsenal. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting my work on Patreon. It really helps me out when you do that. Big thank you to all of you who are already supporting the channel. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.